Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Beyond.a.ball podcast. It's your host, Ian Wookich. Joining me as always, Justin White and Santiago Garcia. And I'm a little chipper tonight. Not sure why,
Ooh,
because Chelsea once again have fucking ruined my day. But fellas, how we doing? Happy hump day.
what's up, Ian? Good to see you. I'm glad you have a little pep in your step today. I'm excited to hear all the hot takes you have.
Yeah, a little bit of pep in my step. I had tonsillitis over the weekend, so that was rough.
Mm.
We were feeling it last episode, but the throat's healed up better. So we're moving along. Justin, how you doing? How's the second week of the new big boy job?
It's going well. Trying to adapt to the living, working from home part of it. Uh, get a little distracted a little bit too easily, but got hit with like four projects that I already got to do 2 weeks in. So
There
it's
you
going
go.
well. Going
Yeah,
well.
absolutely. Yeah, the working from home, it really does. It rules, and then especially as you get good at working from home and you could like play FIFA for a few hours and edit a
Oh yeah.
podcast, things like that, you can really start maximizing your day.
Sounds like I want to be just like you in a couple months.
You should never want to strive to be me, bud. Never want to strive to be me. But listeners, welcome back. I think we're getting back on a weekly schedule. We should be able to do bang out some Wednesdays moving forward.
Yeah, Ian's out of PTO
Uh,
already. It's the
no, my,
beginning of
my
the
job
year.
has
No,
cut
no
my
time off
bonus.
anymore.
We have no bonuses, so we have a limited PTO now. So that's how they're getting us back for that. Yep. Anyway, moving right along, we got a good episode for you folks on tap today. We're gonna kick ourselves off today with some Supercopa conversation with Barca knocking off Real Madrid over the weekend. Our La Liga insider and specialist Santiago Garcia. I know we'll take a deep dive. I know he's got his ear to the ground close over in the Barca camps. I know he was talking to some of the fellows over the weekend, so we're gonna have some inside information there. We have Xabi Alonso, who after Supercopa is no longer at Real Madrid. So let's talk about. We're definitely going to talk about Xabi, kind of the fallout around that whole situation over at Real Madrid and see, what's the next step for him as a head coach and what's the next step for Real Madrid as a club. And then we're going to review the Carabao Cup matches that we had. We had City in action yesterday against Newcastle. And then the Blues against Arsenal today. And then we will wrap up with some trivia as always. Fellas, ready to dive in?
Let's do it.
All right,
Let's do
rock and roll.
it.
Topic number one, Super Cool. Santi,
Let's do it.
kick us
All
off.
right.
Barca knocking off Real
Barcelona
Madrid.
3-2, 2006 Spanish Super Cup played in
2006,
yeah, 2006. That's the year, baby.
2026.
2026. Oh my
I
gosh,
was
I'm so
I was
tired.
confused for a second. I was like, wait up. Where are we going with this?
2020. Oh my God, I'm so tired.
He doubled
Uh,
down hard on that too.
I
Yeah,
did.
man,
My bad.
2006. The fuck's wrong with you?
All good, all good. Anyway, 2026 Spanish Super Cup played in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Another round of El Clasico, and Barcelona takes it 3-2. I think going into this match, and we'll talk a little bit about it in a couple minutes, but a lot of pressure on Xabi Alonso. I think this season's been a little tough. A lot of big expectations for him, there were a lot of expectations for him with Real Madrid. Knowing he was a legend at the club, knowing how well he did the past couple of seasons with Leverkusen. But really, it was actually a really entertaining match. A lot of back and forth. We had a double by Rafinha, another goal by Lewandowski, coming back to show that he is still the striker that he's always been. Vinicius Jr. with a goal and Gonzalo's as a goal to equalize it 2-2. But honestly, as much as I hate this guy, I think Vinicius played a kind of a one of his best matches
He
ever.
did. He did.
He played
He
lights
did.
out, and
He did.
I gotta owe him some respect. And yeah, tough loss for him. He actually, again, he's known for having a big mouth, but he actually played very, very well. But I think the story here was overall Barca's possession and their ability to hold the ball, control play. Um, and really that was the biggest talking point for me. I think they capitalized on the 1v1, 2v2 situations. Madrid's defense looked very reactive, not proactive. They were seen backpedaling a lot. And you really can't do that kind of with the wingers from Barcelona. And yeah, I think Rafinha continues to stay on form. I think there's um a continued argument as to why he was snubbed and kind of one of the top players of the year last season. But clearly he's still there and still like a big elite player.
I
Um,
think I think he's Barcelona's most important player.
yeah, and it's incredible to see how he's changed from Xavi to Hansi Flick. Um, he's really grown as like a leader, as a playmaker, as a goal scorer, as like one of the guys you can depend on, and that's kind of what you
Yeah.
need, especially with the younger side that Barcelona has for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
I will. It was a great match. Real had their chances. Real
Oh,
Madrid
they
had their
did.
chances,
Oh yeah,
and
100%.
Yeah.
especially late in the match, the left
That
back, the ball fell
yeah.
to Carreras. Right, it was Carreras.
Yeah.
It fell to the left back. Yeah,
Alvaro
it fell.
Carreras, yeah.
Yep, Carreras, and just really just kind of passed it, kind of right at
Right
Ter
in there.
Stegen. But I mean I was watching that match really closely on Sunday, and I really did love it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I did say this week, I do think there are too many El Clasicos just because there's like six of them a year now at this point.
Yeah.
Because it's always Real versus Barcelona.
Hmm.
I don't care who wins either way. It's just at this point, I feel like it's happening a lot. But that first half was incredible, right? You had the Rafinha
Especially the
goal.
end the
There's a
end of the
lot of
first
back and
half.
forth.
Like the last
Yeah.
like 10
Yeah.
minutes was
But
back
It
and
that
just
forth
Vinny,
picked up
goals.
even more.
the Vinny goal, that was one of the best one-on-one
Yeah.
goal you'll see in your
Megs and then
life. And
just
then
takes it in.
Lewandowski scores a minute and a half later. And
Yeah.
then Giancarlo Garcia scores another 2 minutes later. I mean, it was an
Yeah.
incredible first half. It was a great match. I liked the game plan from Real Madrid. I think it worked pretty well, right? They wanted to play on the counter and they had their opportunities. Um, I really liked the way they played. Vinny played well. Mbappe came on. What do you fellas make of the post match, which is,
Yeah,
I
I
would
was gonna bring
say,
that up.
yeah, I was just going to say it's a reason really that Xabi Alonso is no longer there is because Kylian Mbappe didn't want to give a kind of like a ring of
So
honor,
the
lap of
guard,
honor,
yeah,
yeah, guard of
yeah,
Yeah.
honor, but
the guard.
Alonso did. And in the past, Barcelona has given the guard of honor to
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
It's a
Yeah.
So
respect thing.
It's a
It's
respect thing. I think if Xabi Alonso, who's been kind of a key player for one of Madrid's golden seasons because they won multiple Champions Leagues, when he was on that team, if he's already wanting to do a guard of honor, I think you have to respect that, especially as your manager. I think Mbappe
yeah.
has only been here for a couple years. I mean, clearly he hasn't won anything.
no,
I
he's won
may
the World Cup. He will not.
and I
And
meant no, I meant as a real Madrid player
oh, I'm even
to
saying
understand
PSG.
that.
He didn't win
Yeah,
shit because
yeah,
he's
That's
not a
true.
team player. He's a
yeah. So
scumbag.
I think his opinion shouldn't really matter. And if your manager that you could argue is a club legend or is a club legend for Madrid is wanting to do a guard of honor, then you as a team step up and do it, even though you are arch rivals and hate each
Yeah,
other
Yeah.
for a number of years.
Yeah, I
it's
just feel like
Plus
every team
years.
it's like every team does it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think there may have been one or two cases in the past that the teams haven't done it. But again, it's a thing of respect. You do it every time. Look at Premier League, the game of first game of the season, they give them the guard of honor. Again, it's just it's a respect thing. And like you said, I know they hate each other, and you feel like kind of like Barcelona's starting to kind of dominate these
yeah,
El Clasicos and get more of the wins. But at the end of the day, it's
yeah,
you gotta do it.
yeah.
What's next, do you think, for Real Madrid, right? I mean, I guess for Kylian Mbappe, do you think they win a trophy with Kylian Mbappe? And like, let's remember, this is the same Kylian Mbappe that PSG brought in Messi and Neymar to put around him,
And I couldn't
and
do
they did
anything.
not win anything but the Farmers League over there. So what do you think he's going to do with Real Madrid now that they got Vinny around him? And they have Jude Bellingham. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think Real Madrid's going to end up? I mean, I know we're kind of getting a little off topic, but what do you think? Do you think that Mbappe is the cancer there? Do you think they have a chance to make a noise in the La Liga and win some trophies, or what do you think, Santi? or
I don't
Justin?
know. I think there's
Yeah,
a number of different pieces that Madrid's struggling with. I think with
yeah.
especially on their defense. Obviously, you can't. It's a full 11-man team on the field. Um, I don't. I can't blame and say this whole bad play, style of play, the losses are Mbappe to be blamed for, right? Especially he even
Well,
came
didn't
on
Real
late
Madrid
this match.
timeout? Didn't Real Madrid win the treble before Mbappe came?
Yeah, they've won it before.
I really don't think one player makes that
Yeah,
big of
but
a
yeah, I'm not going to blame the whole
difference.
team in the
Like,
lag.
if
Yeah,
you want to blame Mbappe on half of this year, I put Jude Bellingham in this conversation as well.
Oh, I
he's
would
not
Again,
definitely, I
both
performing
would,
as he
I
used
both
would
to.
put Jude
both
Bellingham.
both attitude problem players who
Yeah,
cause issues. And again, this is where we don't know what goes around in the locker room, like the scenes behind doors that we don't know. It's the same thing when
yeah,
we talk about managers all the time on the podcast and stuff. We don't know what's going on in the
yeah.
locker room. Is there
I
fighting?
mean,
Is
even
Mbappe not like sitting next to someone and
there
so
could be a
on?
lot of big mouths, a lot of big personalities. I mean, again,
Yeah.
take Vinny. He's the prime suspect for anyone players that love to open their mouth and start shit. So I think there's just a lot of big personalities in the club, and we'll see what the next manager brings. But yeah, I think it was a good match. A kind of a pity straight red card for Frankie De Jong in the last couple 10 minutes.
I didn't think it was a
Um,
red card
I don't
either.
think
I
I think that
think
was over the top.
it
I don't
was a
think it was
tough one
either.
though. It was a very tough. That's a tough red to give to a guy. It was a yellow
Yeah,
for sure, but
yeah.
it was good to
Um,
see Arroyo come on too.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
he
good to
came
see
on.
him get a couple minutes. Right, that's his first action back. Just
Yep.
getting
Yeah.
his feet wet. Good for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Good to see.
Overall, a good match though. A lot of
It
back and
was.
forth, even, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I got. And then that kind of leads into our next topic, right?
Yeah,
Um,
we were gonna
there was a
kind of.
lot of pressure going into the match. Xabi Alonso. I think there was all the rumors that if he didn't win this, he'd be out. And guess what happened? He got sacked.
Yeah,
So
well, yeah.
now that leaves the kind of the door open. So who are your thoughts? Who might replace it? What do you guys think about the whole situation of him getting sacked?
Well,
Um,
before we go into like the sacking and like who we think the next coach is, why don't we talk about then we can go into the coaching thing, or why don't we go into the game today that they lost 3-2
yeah,
to the second tier, then maybe think about
yeah,
who they're gonna go after. And I cannot pronounce that team that they played because if I do,
Elche.
yep, Ian will probably laugh. I was never gonna say that, so I'm glad. I was gonna
I
say
got
like
you.
Albacate or something like that. Sounded close enough.
Elche. That's why we have a native
Wait,
speaker here.
what did you call it,
Me or Justin?
Justin?
You heard me. You can go back when you're
He
done.
said Elche.
Itchy,
He did not say spell
Elche.
itchy,
Elche.
Supracopa.
Supercopa.
Oh man.
But yeah, obviously, big day for Barcelona fans as Real Madrid was eliminated in a 3-2 loss against a second division team. It was Alvaro Alberto's debut as the Madrid manager. As we know, Alonso departed. And now you got questions coming from Real Madrid. What do you do now? You lose that game to Barcelona in Supercopa, and then you lose to
Yeah.
a second tier league. Sorry, a second tier team. So you got to think obviously didn't win the Supercopa, and now they're out of the Copa del Rey. So really, you got to think, what does Real Madrid have left this year? They obviously have the league that looks like it's starting to slip away, and then all the
Hmm.
other have is the Champions League, right? There's no
I
other
don't.
domestic cups, is there, for them?
You know the Alvaro Arguella. You know he doesn't have any professional. Well, he has professional coaching experience, but not at like a high level, right? It's
Oh,
just the Real Madrid like U16s and U17s. So Real
Yeah.
Madrid has appointed a head coach who has no experience
No
coaching
experience.
a
yeah.
really no experience coaching a club. What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Like not only that, but there's just so many questions I have about Real Madrid, and a lot of it starts with the fact that like they tried this whole Galacticos skit before. It didn't fucking work. They
Nah.
didn't work when they had the Galacticos. They didn't. like there's too many mouths to feed, and now you hire a coach that has no experience, and you're throwing him to wolves right now. Not only are you throwing him to that locker room, which is clearly just kind of do whatever they want. And I know I saw Twitter and Instagram and Jude Bellingham's going out there saying, oh, he's a good guy, he likes Xabi Alonso, and everyone's putting up those tweets and everything about like, oh, thanks, coach, all that stuff. That was the all pity. Right? That was just all like, okay, let me do this. It's a PR stunt. Let me get it over with. They
Right.
hated him, right? They didn't respect him. It showed since day one. They didn't play hard for him. They just did it. And I'm really interested to see how they play under this coach. Or is it really just going to be um, Fiorentino who is running the show as the president, and the guy on the pitch is just kind of the puppet, right? Which is
Yeah.
pretty much what Chelsea has done for the last 3 seasons, but we're not there yet. We're not
Yeah.
going there
Yeah.
yet.
And then that begs to, I think my big question here is, I think one of the takes and one of the takeaways here, I think, is that yes, Real Madrid sells this idea of building your own team, but clearly they're all about bringing in the biggest superstars. It's been a club that's been like that for many, many years. So, for example, I think if a club like Madrid is expected to win every trophy that they play in, then hiring a coach for development or developing a team is almost like inevitable, right? Because clearly Xabi Alonso, he was here for half a season. He had kind of this, he had a team that you would argue is pretty strong, but normally you like to give, at least a year for a manager to develop their team and everything. It's not like they were losing every single match. Yeah, they were dropping
No,
points here and
I
there,
don't
but
think
you're
anything
not
that
going to give a manager an option to develop a team with 6 months. He really wasn't doing as terrible, but
no.
clearly it's not up to the standard for what Madrid wanted. So I just find that to be ridiculous.
Well, I was reading something today. Apparently, they didn't like his defensive style of football, but yeah, but there was a lot of fallout too around the whole Vinny Jr. incident a few months ago with Vinny just clearly disrespecting Xabi Alonso. Apparently, Vinny never got fined internally. Nothing came down from him, and that from what I read in the article, it seems like that's when Alonso kind of sensed that he either wanted to move on or was going to be forced to move on, that he didn't really have Real Madrid's backing. And I think that showed pretty early on, and it's shitty. And I think it was just a shit move by Real Madrid. And I think they did something really similar. They almost pushed out the last guy they just had there. What the hell? Why is that slipping from my head? Their last coach.
What are we talking about?
Real Madrid, their last coach.
Madrid Ancelotti,
Yeah, they kind of
Yeah.
pushed him out. Like I
and
know that
and
was
he's
the
a
end of
legend
his
too for the club.
right. Right. So like
It's
that's just
ridiculous.
that's their thing, is that they push these managers out and they blame the managers when in theory
Exactly.
it's the players. The players aren't performing. Like you can only hold a manager accountable for so long. When
Right.
you have balls falling in the box and you're just passing them to the keeper instead of shooting and scoring, you know what I mean? Like that game should have been 3-3 hit in overtime, but the players didn't perform. Can't blame that on Alonso at
Yeah.
all.
Do you think in today's, I don't want to go completely off topic. Do you think in
It's fine, bud. It's fine.
today's football world, coaches, obviously we know soccer is a business nowadays, and obviously head coaches, it's their job. They got to secure their job to get paid and everything. Do you think coaches get fired, get sacked too quickly?
No.
Mm.
I don't know. I think it depends. I think it depends on the club. I think some of these clubs give longer leeway. And I think it also depends like the
I think on the culture of
situation.
the club too, and the
Yeah, like a big
situation.
club.
If,
Yeah,
if you're
big
talking like
club.
Madrid was in like eighth
But
place last season, then be like, fuck it, we're blowing the whole thing up and starting from scratch, and we'll bring in someone that we hopefully can develop and build a team. I think that's different. But if they kind of got knocked out in a semifinal of Champions League or something, and
Different, yeah.
and have a relatively similar team as the season before, then I think they'd come in and expect just minor tweaks and big expectations probably.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear your guys' opinion on it because it just feels like this year, like obviously, I'm not going to say 2026. Obviously, we know how many managers got sacked already in the
lot.
span
Yeah, no, I mean it's been a lot.
in the
Yeah.
span of 14 days. But I even feel like last year as well in 2025, like you're seeing like per year, you're seeing more and more managers getting sacked.
I think
Yeah.
it's the ones that just. I almost want to just say that the ones that aren't very good. Like, I'm sorry not to be a dick, but look who got sacked this year. Okay, Xabi Alonso, I like him, and I think that's a Real Madrid thing. But look at the other ones. Maresca sucks.
Yeah.
Wilfred Nancy sucked. Amarin sucked. Like they all should have been fired. You know what I mean? They all should have
Oh
gotten the boot.
yeah.
So I think there's a lot of shitty coaches too. Like I also think that that's a thing. Like I think that there's a lot of. I think there's a lot of. Let me rephrase this. I think
So
there's a
why are
lot
they
of.
hiring them then?
Well, here's the thing. Let me rephrase that. I think there's a lot of teams that are taking chances on coaches, right? Amarin, Man U, who knew, right? Came from the Portuguese league. Enzo Maresca never coached a big team before going to Chelsea. Wilfred Nancy from the MLS, right? So there's three examples right there. Xabi Alonso coached in the Bundesliga before going to Real Madrid, and he only coached Leverkusen, which is never, not anywhere near the size of Madrid. So I think a lot of teams started taking chances on maybe younger coaches with different ideas, like different ideologies, want to change things up. I don't know. But I mean, those four coaches are all newer coaches as well, just to
Yeah.
coaching high level soccer. It's interesting. I
Yeah.
mean, there has been a lot of sackings. There has been a lot of turnover. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what ends up happening. I mean, I'm curious to see if Real stick with this guy Alvaro long term. I don't think they can. And
Yeah.
especially if they don't play well over like if Real Madrid ends up losing, the next. I mean, let's face it, it's Madrid. If they lose the week over the weekend, like I think Real Madrid's gonna be like on fire.
So who do we think? Obviously, now we're on that topic. If we do think
If he falls through,
If Alvaro, or I don't think he's going to be the long-term coach. Don't get me wrong, but who do you think is that next? Who do you think is possibly wants that Real Madrid job, or who do you think possibly the next couple of coaches are on that target list to coach Real Madrid?
Mm,
Do you?
Enzo Maresca.
I knew you were going to say that.
dude, if Enzo Maresca,
I mean,
oh
he
my,
needs a job.
Does Jurgen Klopp? Does
I
he come
There's
out?
rumors.
I saw something about that. That would be
It could
the
just be
worst fit.
rumors and crap.
That would be the worst fit. Like that just would never work in 100 million years. He demands that the team works hard around him. There is zero shot those players are going to work
Yeah,
hard
I
for.
just don't
Like
see that happening.
that's
I
not going
think
to
I think
happen.
his managing style and everything, and he's all about
No,
like just
no.
give me a project with an open slate, even if it's young players with a club that has a good youth academy. Like just give
Yeah,
me
he
give
wants
me
to build
players with
something.
potential,
Well, he wants to
you
build
know?
something,
Yeah.
right? Like
I think
Borussia
he's more that
Dortmund.
type of manager, you know?
Yeah, like Dortmund, he built the yellow wall, right? Like Liverpool,
Yeah.
he kind of really built up the fan base. I don't like Madrid's fan base wouldn't get behind him like that. I also don't know how he would play with the Spanish media, to be 100% honest
That's
with you.
fair, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who that would go.
What do you
And
think
then
about?
looking
Okay,
at
my
some
bad.
other folks here, Zinedine Zidane. That's like a
No.
name that's a name that's
Yeah,
always floating around out
I
there.
can't see him. What
Thomas
about
Tuchel?
Lionel Scaloni?
Thomas
No,
Tuchel?
Thomas Tuchel.
Xavi?
No, Thomas Tuchel won't come out. Coaches England national team.
Yeah, no.
Luis Enrique?
No,
Never. He wouldn't.
Cesc
He's a Barcelona
Fabregas?
faithful. Neither would
no,
he. He's a Barcelona faithful.
Antonio Conte?
no.
Well, Real Madrid's fucked. Beyond the Ball
Leon
podcast. He has it here first.
Lionel Scaloni.
I'm familiar with the fella. Justin, can you fill us in who that is?
It's the
Is it
Argentinian
the
national team
Argentinian national team
national
coach?
team
No way.
manager.
Oh yeah, zero shot, man. Oh, I'm
Supposedly,
looking.
he's
There's no
supposedly
way.
supposedly he's done after this year. There's rumors.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. There are a lot of rumors floating around. Real Madrid.
Yeah, can never
Uh,
believe him.
Real Madrid's. I would never want. I mean, again, if somebody offered me the Real Madrid job, I would take it because what else the fuck do I have going on with my life? But like,
This guy plays FIFA. He could figure it out.
I mean, look, man, I probably could. I would just run a 4-3-3 with Vinny and Mbappe up top, and just yeah, go ahead, guys, go find some goals.
Bellingham on the
Eric
bench.
Eric Ten Hag,
Another guy, like,
Ruben Amorim.
oh yeah, do that.
There's no
Please,
fucking way. I would love
please do
that.
that. You know
Barca
what?
fans
As
would be loving that day.
Real Madrid would somehow like,
There's
yeah,
absolutely no fucking way. I
wow.
and
Yeah, I would love that. They would win the Conference League.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh man,
Yeah,
what a
I don't know.
clown dick.
Yeah,
If there's
I
somebody
really
I
don't know.
hate, I hate Rube Amorim with like every blood cell in my fucking body, and I've never even met the guy. But goddamn, he fucked Benjamin Sesko and my fantasy team up. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else
Anyway,
that we want to? Anything else we want to cover off on Real Madrid? I mean, it's a dumpster fire. Alonso, I think, pretty wrongfully terminated. Probably a shitty idea on his end, honestly, to go there in the first place. He should have just stayed where he was at, or
yeah.
gone to Liverpool. He would have been great as a head coach of Liverpool, but um, yeah. Anybody, anything else on
No,
Liverpool or Real
No,
Madrid?
yeah.
No.
I think
that
like
was
we
good.
talked,
Good chat, fellas. That was
yeah.
good takes.
I think
Well,
like we talked about last
thanks.
episode with like Man U of their coaching things. Be interesting how far Madrid goes with the interim manager, and be interesting to see if they do go for someone else who that coach is.
I wonder if
Yeah,
yeah, I also do
and
wonder if, yeah, go
what the
ahead.
expectations are for the rest of the season. So,
Yeah. Santi, how many points are they before we move on to the next topic? How many points are they behind you guys?
I don't think they're that
uh,
many.
I want to say five.
Five.
Really? They're really
Even
not that
Four.
far out.
Four,
four,
49, 45.
same amount of games played,
Same amount of games played. Yeah,
and they
it's
they have to
they've
play one
had
more
two
time.
loss. They've had just two more draws than we have. So,
And
but yeah,
you guys got to play one more time against each other.
at least one more. Yeah.
At least one more.
Yep.
Another El Clasico on the way.
Alonso,
Yeah.
like
For
again,
the
See,
SUPERcopa.
Supercopa. Again,
mm,
Alonso, no reason you should have fucking gotten rid of the guy. Whatever. Anyway, moving
anyway,
on. Carabao Cup. Yesterday we saw Newcastle at home take on Manchester City. Manchester City did come away with the win yesterday, 2-0. Semenyo, a goal in the 53rd minute. That's still crazy that they fucking got Antoine Semenyo. Um, what the fuck? And then Ryan Cherokee. This was a dagger goal. Ryan Cherokee, 90th minute plus 8 minutes of extra time. That I think does end up sealing, unfortunately, for Newcastle, because they will play the second leg at City, but I do think that seals it for City now, up 2-0. Justin, what were your thoughts on the match?
No, yeah, I actually didn't think it was as dominant of a game of Man City that I thought it was going to be.
No, I
And
don't think it
and
was.
yeah, and obviously we know playing at Newcastle is a tough place to play. Uh, but again,
Newcastle had their chances.
no, Newcastle did have their chances.
Wissa had, I mean, ooh, that
Yeah,
Wissa had a chance in, I believe it was what it was the first 20 minutes, and he just
that's
shot it
it. They shot
right
it
over
wide.
the bar. Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, I talk about like Man City of like they have so many rotation players, like they can sub people in and sub people out, and it doesn't make a difference on their team. But like just watching Semenyo play and
So
putting him on this
so good.
team, it's like they
He's
make
so
it like
good.
10 times better with him out wide.
yeah. And I
And
honestly, Cherokee also been incredible too.
oh yeah,
He's
that
been
last
so
It,
goal was
it,
incredible. That
that
he's
last
so
goal
insane
was
good. No,
play.
and even just in the Premier League too, the guy's got 7 assists and 2 goals. He's been
yeah.
an absolute stud.
I mean, he is. I mean, the wingers that they have, right? Like if you look at it, you have
He's gonna
Doku,
take
Semenyo, Cherki, and you could put Foden out there. Oof. And
yeah.
they just got to feed Holland, or I mean Semenyo. That is, he has
I'm
been
yeah.
impressive.
I'm looking forward to
Impressive.
seeing him on the
That was
French national team in the World Cup
I'll tell you
and
what though,
how he
too,
plays.
65 million. That's a steal.
That's solid. Yeah.
That was a
Yeah, from
steal.
Olympique Lyonnais, yeah.
Well, no, that's what City got him for. That was the
Yeah.
release clause.
Yeah,
That's
no.
65.
Yeah, from Lyon.
That a fucking steal. You know how much Chelsea paid for Mikhail Mudryk?
It's like
100
hundred
million
something. Yeah.
pounds.
Yeah.
I suppose he's returning supposedly in about 3 days. I heard.
Dude,
Yeah,
Semenyo's got 2 goals in two
yeah, no,
matches for
I wait, what
65 million.
going back to what's his name? Doesn't he's still contracted for another 2 years after his like suspension's done? Or am I making that up? I thought I saw that somewhere.
Dude, he's under contract until like 2045. Like
Yeah.
he's under
Something related.
contract.
It's like 2031 and he'll
He
be
was one
back
of
2029.
he was one of those signings that they were when they were signing people for 10 years. Like when they signed Enzo, Moises Caicedo for these like ridiculous deals. I don't know how we got on Mikhail Mudryk at all,
Yeah.
actually. But yeah, he sucks. But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's like
City
it's like
looked
the Bobby Bonilla contract, you know? The guy's done playing and he's still getting paid. To throw in a little baseball
Bobby
for you.
Bonilla. Hell yeah,
That
love that.
contract's crazy.
Um, but yeah, City, yeah, they look solid, and I think the addition of Semenyo again, I think he looks great. I think the addition of him puts City in a really good spot to challenge for the Premier League with
Yeah.
Arsenal. I know Arsenal's not dropping points, but City, that was a great addition.
Do you think he's a starter?
Yeah.
You think who's he take out?
Mm, mm, mm,
He's
mm,
he's 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 the same player as Doku,
mm.
in my opinion.
He's better than Doka.
I agree, but I think Doku is having a really good year as well.
Yeah.
I think what they do, well, it depends what formation they play too, right? Like
That I do agree with
that's
that.
the thing with Pep. Pep can like just alter formations. Like where
Yeah.
Semenyo can be a starter 75% of the time. You know what I
Because
mean?
I'm looking at their formation they played against Newcastle. It was a 4-1, 4-1.
4-1-4. That's what I'm
Yeah.
looking at too.
They played O'Reilly in the six, and then they played Silva and Foden in front of them, then Semenyo and Doko out
On the
wide
wings. Yeah.
with Holland up top. And like to me, they usually in the Premier League they'll usually start Reinders usually in the middle of the field, or sometimes they'll even play. You'll get Cherky, and they're like, there's so many options there.
Or he'll sometimes go Foden in the middle too.
Yeah, it
He'll
could
go
work.
Foden. And then Marmoush is out right now, but sometimes he'll go
Fuck
every
that
once in a while.
guy. Fucking third
Uh,
round pick in fantasy, dickhead.
Yeah. Newcastle did miss a couple sitters again with Wissa. And then I don't know if you saw late in the match, it was still 1-0 at this point, but I think it was the plus 2 minutes. That ball into the box, Voltemade just probably 6 inches short on that header. But if he had gotten there, would have had 1-1 written all over it. So Newcastle played well, but City did City things.
Yeah.
Um, and I think they'll just kind of take it at home. They already have the 2-goal advantage, so Newcastle needs to win by 3 to advance without a shootout.
When do they play again? Oh, not till February 4th.
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Not
Yeah.
too
So yeah,
terrible.
pretty much it looks like City will go through, and then the other Carabao Cup match we had Chelsea 2, Arsenal 3. Now, now, I did now we didn't play like shit. We didn't play like shit. We outplayed Arsenal. I really think we outplayed Arsenal. We had more possession, which I know means fucking shit, but I watched this match. We looked damn good. I also hit a pretty big bet because in typical Chelsea fashion, I took over 3.5 cards on just Chelsea, and it was like plus 400. It was great. Obviously, they got 4 cards because they're a bunch of children. But they look pretty good. Garnacho had 2 goals off the bench. He came in and in the 53rd minute, he came in for Marquez. Um, Chelsea obviously pretty short teamed, a lot of injuries. And then Arsenal had 3 goals. They scored with a Ben White header, 7 minutes in. Jokeris goal, the second goal with just a terrible Sanchez error. And then a Zubamende goal in the 71st minute, where the Chelsea defense just kind of lacked. But overall, Chelsea, I think they looked pretty decent. Arsenal, again, looks like they're the best team in the world. I think best club team in the world, if not, top 2 or 3. Um, but Chelsea, I mean, they stuck right in there. Garnacho, the late goal, keeps Chelsea into it in the second leg. They will go to Arsenal. Um, but, in order to move on, they got to win by 2 or, you know, draw and get to the shootout.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was a terrible match. Rossignol, Rossignol, however you want to pronounce it, really his first big match in charge at Chelsea. I think the fans responded well. Not sure if you guys watched it, but it was a very, very loud atmosphere, but a positive atmosphere. Arsenal fans were on us pretty hard. We had some pretty good chance back. We were not just destroying the ownership, which was nice to hear. Although I do hate the ownership and I do like hearing the Roman Abramovich chants. It is nice to hear positive Chelsea chants every once in a while. Um, I'm going to pause there. Justin, what do you think, or what do you guys think on that match? I mean, again, I don't think it was terrible for the Blues,
No, yeah,
but we need to
obviously.
fucking win. We've won 3 matches. This is my last point before I shut up for a little bit. We've won 3 matches out of the last 13, dating back to November 25th. We've talked about this before. That's goddamn unacceptable for the best team in the world.
New year,
Champions of the world, fellas.
new year,
Champion of
new
the
us.
world. Champion of the world, mate.
Uh,
Don't forget it.
but obviously, we talked before. I didn't get to watch the game as I was at work. I don't have that privilege to watch stuff at the workplace
Yeah,
yet.
it must be nice, Ian.
But I think
Uh,
again, I think the biggest issue like going to this game is obviously we know Caicedo was suspended. Palmer had a knock with the groin injury.
it's got to
Obviously,
be it. It's got to be it. Got to be it. Timeout.
yeah.
It's got to be it. We talked about it before too. They did it with Reece James. They play this fucking. Let's play him a little bit. Let's bench him. Let's play. No, get him the surgery. Get him healthy. Get him ready for next season. We're playing for nothing this year. We're playing for nothing. We are not playing for any silverware. I don't think we're making top four. Get him healthy so we can make a run next year. Go ahead. Resume.
Uh,
Sorry.
and then obviously we know Reece James are trying to limit his minutes, like what they're doing with him. And then obviously we had Liam Delap had a illness, so obviously limited with players. Just going over the lineup real quick. I don't mind the back four that we had. I know Achimpong. I really like him, very young player. Him playing at the right back. I don't think he has a lot of experience back there, but I really don't think there was another option. But the one change I probably would have made is I would have put, and Ian, you can tell me how Joe Pedro played today.
Not great.
Because I think he's better in
He's
the
not
10.
a no. He's not an attacking midfielder.
No, I think he's better in the 10 than the 9. But I probably would have put Joe Pedro up top, took out Gui, and I would have put what's his name, Bonute in
Yes.
the middle.
I would have done the
I,
same
I
thing. I
yeah,
like Buonanotte. I like
yeah,
Buonanotte.
I really like him. He doesn't get the minutes, but when he does, uh, he performs. But I think again, overall, if you put this roster against Arsenal's roster, Arsenal played with their full, usually starting 11.
They played with
The
their A.
Yeah, the only one you would probably say would be Kepa for David Raya. That's the only thing, and a
Yeah.
goalie change.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
had Declan Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Gyökeres, Trossard. Like they had a full thing. We're missing three of probably our best players: Palmer, Caicedo, and Reece James. And I think if you put those three in this lineup against Arsenal, I think it is a different game. And obviously, I can't talk as much about the game as you did, Ian, but I think scoring 2 goals on Arsenal is a good thing.
Yeah.
Obviously,
100%. They look good.
yeah.
We look good.
Obviously, conceding 3 isn't what you want to do, and we know this is what sucks. Is everyone coming into the year talked about Robert Sanchez? Oh, I can't back him up. I can't back him up. He's had a great year so far, and then he just, of course, in
Yeah.
a big game, he has 2 mistakes, and the second mistake was just
I
one.
think I really think he only made one mistake. I think
The corner didn't look awful his fault.
no,
I
the
think he just
corner.
misjudged it
No, the
a
corner, I
little
think it was
bit.
misjudged. I also think he was pushed. Like watching that, I think he was pushed. I do think, and we talked about it before, this same goal, I mean, they looked at it, this same type of goal got called off over the weekend for Holland pushing the
Holland, yep.
defender and then they did the
Yeah, it was the
same
same
thing.
thing.
It was the same thing. So I'm shocked that VAR, I mean, there's just no consistency. Fuck VAR. The Jokeris goal, yes, not that didn't look good. The Zubimendi goal, there was nothing he could do. Zubimendi made a great cut across the box, just kind of a snipe into the top left corner. But I mean, looking at Arsenal's bench, just talking about depth. Did you see like their bench is outrageous? They had a full squad today, and still on their bench today was Martinelli, Mourinho, Jesus, Havertz, Lewis Skelly, Norgard. Christian Norgard was a huge signing that doesn't play at all.
Yeah.
Eberici Eze, he don't play at all either now that Odegaard's back. And Madueke, he fucking sucks. I mean, to talk about a fucking deep bench too, right? So
Yeah, I actually have 2 takes for each for this match and one for each team. So I think
yeah,
I kind of going for Ian's point. I think Arsenal's biggest weakness might be their success. Obviously, they're doing well. Obviously, you just mentioned how deep their squad is, but they're starting to play like a team that expects to win. So then they kind of get a little too cocky, and then potentially can be shocked when a team kind of swings back or starts kind of playing back at them. So I think
Stay
that's my
humble,
first
eh?
take. Yeah,
Stay
stay
humble, eh?
humble. They're starting to look like they're teams that are getting a little too cocky and expect the
Yeah,
win right away, right?
sure.
And then two, I think Chelsea's problem is not personally. I don't think it's talent. I think it's just when the floor drops fast. That's when the structure breaks. I think that's they really drop when their structure and their
Yeah.
formation kind of drops, starts to
Happens a
break. So
lot too.
those are my two takes. One, Arsenal looks like they're getting a little too cocky, and Chelsea has the talent. It's just that when the formation breaks, that's when shit hits the fan.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Um, so it's going to be interesting going back with the second leg coming up on the 4th. It will be interesting with us going over the Emirates. They got to win by 2. I don't know if we have it in us. We're going to have to win 2-0,
Are we
3-1.
confident? Are we confident on that
We have to win by 2.
they have to win by two? Are
Well,
we
if we want
not?
to, well, if we want to advance without like anything else coming into play,
Okay, okay,
because we're down,
sure.
right? We're down 1. So if we win by
Yeah,
2, then we don't
then
like
we go three. You don't do anything. Yeah.
right. Because I don't, I think the away goal is still coming to play. If not, then like I would just assume we go to a shootout. But I don't trust us in a fucking shootout. Goddamn, I don't trust Robert Sanchez and Ned in a shootout. But um, anyway, anything else that we want to cover off on the Carabao Cup matches, fellas, before we move into some trivia?
No, yeah. I think
No,
Chelsea going to Arsenal is going to be tough in 3 weeks.
It's gonna be really hard. It's
Arsenal
gonna
hasn't
be
lost
hard.
at home, they said, yet this
It's
season.
gonna be fucking hard. It's gonna be
Yeah.
hard. They travel really well too. I can't stand their chants though, man. They suck. The Arsenal Ale 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 song is the dumbest song ever. Dumbest song ever. Look up the lyrics. Dumb. That's what I got to say about it. All right. Moving moving right along. All right. Trivia time, fellas. Justin, you got the standings for us?
I do. Uh 17 Santi, 17 Justin, Ian 12.
Nice,
ooh,
nice, good, good. That's good. Promising for me. I could start us off. I got some good questions tonight, guys.
all
Yeah, please.
right. Let's hear it.
I don't have any yet, so
Who is the longest tenured? We were talking about Real Madrid in the past. Who is the longest tenured manager in Real Madrid history? We're going to do a two-part question. And how many years was it?
just worth
Was
two
it,
points.
yeah, worth 2 points. Was it A, Zidane, B, Miguel Munoz, C, Carlo Ancelotti, or D, Vicente Del Bosque?
Mm.
Ian, can you repeat it one more time?
What's the question? Yeah,
I'm doing that. I'm trying to find my trivia question, also listen to you at the same
You're
time.
good. Longest tenured manager in Real Madrid history, and how many years did this person manage Real Madrid?
all right.
A, Zidane, B, Miguel Munoz, C, Carlo Ancelotti, D, Vicente Del Bosque.
El Bosque.
I'm gonna go with Ancelotti.
I'm going Munoz.
Okay, Munoz Ancelotti. Okay, and how many years? What do you guys think? Was it 4, 6, 9, or 14?
9.
9.
14.
Okay, so
That's
the
a
answer was
that's a stupid answer.
No, it wasn't. Miguel Munoz was the longest tenured manager, and he coached for 14 years.
So me and
Shit.
Santi
So you
both get a
each,
point.
All right, let's go.
Oh my God, I am
Backfired
fucking.
on Ian.
Of course it did. I'm an idiot. All right, moving along.
Santi, you go.
All right. Let me see what I got. I'm trying to see which one I like. I might do like a guess the player here. So let me see this one. All right. So guess the player. So more like the current era one. So first clue is I've won league titles in 3 different countries and scored in a Champions League final. Clue two, I'm known for elite off the ball movement, not flashy dribbling. 3, I've been criticized for disappearing in some big matches, yet my numbers and finals say otherwise. And clue number 4, I'm currently leading the line for a club that demands instant trophies, not long-term projects.
What was A? What was the
Yes.
first guess?
A
What was the
was
first one?
I've won league titles in 3 different countries and scored in a Champions League final.
Oh,
And say that last part again with the projects.
this is a
I
fucking good
currently,
one.
yeah, I currently lead the line for a club that demands instant trophies, not long-term projects.
Oof.
Well, Ian, it's gonna be all you here because I am fucking clueless.
I
I'm
I
He's
stumped.
a
have.
he's a striker.
I would assume as striker. Can you give us the league that he's in now?
La Liga.
Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Bang.
Half a
Let's
point.
go. Half a point, kiss my ass, bud. That's like 4 points.
Or
Wait, what were the 3 leagues? We got Bundesliga, La Liga, and did he win in Poland?
La Liga and I believe Poland, yeah.
Ah,
That makes sense.
okay. All right. That's a good one, Santi. Justin, what you got for us, bud?
Got a little World Cup action. Which national team has the most World Cup appearances without ever winning?
Which national team has the most World Cup appearances without ever winning?
I think I know it. Let me I'm gonna message Justin so Ian doesn't copy me.
oh, wow, Ian.
New chat, Justin.
Fuck.
There you go.
Oh, it's Portugal.
I messaged Justin. It's in the Zoom chat.
Are those answers confident?
Yes, Portugal.
I think so.
You are both wrong.
What is it?
What?
It is Mexico.
Really?
Wow.
Mexico.
Actually, you know what? I think I screwed that up because I think Netherlands has been in final. I think that's the team. I said Netherlands, Ian.
The Netherlands has been in the final. They've never won it though. They went to the final with
Yeah, I think it's the team with
Cruyff.
Spain. And yeah, I think Netherlands is the team that's shown up in the most finals and haven't won it. I think that's what it is.
Right. All right. Is it my turn?
Yep.
All right. Santi, do you have another one queued up or?
No, you could go next. I got
All
you.
right. Fine. All right. Okay. I'm gonna do a Who Am I as well. I did like that one. So here we go. This could probably be an easy one. I debuted in the Bundesliga at age 17. Chelsea signed me for a club record fee at the time. I've played under managers like Thomas Tuchel and Mikel Arteta. I'm known for versatility, attacking midfield, being a false 9, or left number 8. Who am I? I'll also drop this one. I scored my country's first goal at the 2022 World Cup.
Kai Havertz.
Santi?
Yeah, Havertz.
Fucking piece of shit. Son of a bitch. Yeah, you got it. Good one. All right. Well, that was fun. That was fun for me. Good thing we don't have money on this or anything. I'd be fucked. Santi, what we got?
Me? All right, we'll do another guess the player. Let me see.
I like it. I like it.
Um, Let me see. I have a couple. All right, let's go with this one then. I like this one. All right. I've won titles in Spain and Germany and trusted in multiple Champions League knockout runs. I'm not known for pace or flair. My biggest weapon is positional intelligence. Managers love me, fans argue about me. And then the last clue is when I'm missing, my team suddenly looks unbalanced.
The first one again?
I've won league titles in Spain and Germany and been trusted in multiple Champions League knockout runs. He's a Champions League winner.
Spain and Germany. So he's played for Bayern Munich.
Probably, yeah.
And Real Madrid or Barca, who started at Bayern Munich. Was it Cruz?
There he is.
That's
Ian Wokic.
the boy's back. Wow, it zoomed in on my face as I said that.
That's what I
Wow, Tony Cruz. Let's go. Let's
Tony
go,
Cruz.
Ian. Let's
Yeah.
go. 2 points for the boy. A few
Wow.
points for him. Let's
Legendary
go.
run for Ian. See, that's what happens when you don't take time off, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the swing of things. I went on a
Guts.
date this evening as
Stay
well. We're
polished.
just boom, boom, we're ready to go. I also didn't smoke too much pot beforehand, so the brain is moving.
All right, we're gonna cut that.
pretty good. Oh no, we're rocking and rolling, baby. It's legal in New Jersey. Justin, why don't you wrap this up?
All right, this is a
PG.
this is a big one.
All
It's
right.
gonna be a true or false question.
Uh-oh.
See if Ian can cut down the lead back down to 4. All right, Roberto Carlos in the 2002 World Cup.
Okay.
Did he score a goal?
What a
What are you gonna say? What a dumb question.
yeah, this isn't very fun.
Oh, hold on. Did you ask, did he score a goal? And this is a true or false question.
Yeah.
So you're
Sorry,
saying he scored a goal.
I worded it different than it said online. Did he score a goal in the 2002 World Cup? Yes or no?
Sure. Yeah. I feel good. Yeah.
I'm going to say no.
Santi, you get the point.
South
He did
Korea,
not
Japan.
score. He did not score a goal in the 2002 World Cup.
You need better questions. That's a true or false question to wrap up the night. It's unacceptable. I'm
Hey,
gonna drop one more. I'm
No,
gonna
by
drop.
the way-
a bonus question.
Yeah. By the
bonus
way,
round.
I'm pretty sure it was you or Santi like two episodes ago, which is probably a month. Somebody had a true or false question, and they didn't get shit from it. This was a last minute thing. I forgot about the trivia today. I had to get a question.
Justin
other
had to
question-
work.
Yeah, my other question somebody asked a couple weeks ago, so I couldn't say that. All right, I'm done.
Bonus question. Who
Plus
am
2.
I? This will be a +2. I'll give it to you. This is gonna be a tough one.
Oh, who am I?
Yeah,
Okay.
this
I
is
like
a tough
those.
one. I was released twice as a youth player before eventually breaking through. I started in the youth ranks of Arsenal and Millwall before rising at QPR. I earned a big Premier League move in 2020. I've scored goals under managers like Roy Hodgson, and Oliver Glasner. Who am I? He plays in the Premier League still.
Still?
Mm-hmm.
I got it. I'm not going to say it.
Still plays in the Premier League. And you said he came through the ranks when?
He broke into the Prem. He earned a big Premier League move in 2020, started in the youth ranks of Arsenal and Millwall before rising at QPR, and released twice as a youth player before breaking through.
Fuck, wait. Has he been in? I want to ask. I think I know it, but
Arsenal and QPR.
yeah, okay, I know. I'm gonna message Ian.
He's English.
Yeah, I know. I got it. Texting you right now, Ian.
Okay, hold on. I'll message you, Ian.
Oh, Jesus. Just give me the answer. Come on.
No, because
No.
this is a bonus point. By the way, this isn't helping you where you're scoring, by the way. You're farther away if somebody gets it right.
Yeah, there's no need for this.
Cha-ching!
Santi, you are not right.
I'm not? Okay.
No. Should I drop it?
Yes!
Yeah, go ahead.
Eberici Eze.
Essay!
Oh my God.
That, Justin, good for you. That I'm surprised you got that. That's a good one.
That's ball
Um,
knowledge right there.
do we want to do another one? I have another really good one because I saw. Do we want to do another one for 1 point?
And you're just putting yourself farther away in
Ian,
the standings. You're down by 7 now.
That's fine.
It-
You know what? I think the listeners are gonna like these. This is a good one. You're
Okay.
gonna like this.
Sure.
Okay, you ready?
Go ahead.
I came through the Bristol City system. I made my Premier League debut after signing in 23. I had multiple loan spells early in my career, including at Sunderland and Newport County. And he currently plays in the Premier League. He scored his first goal against Leeds. We talked about him earlier in the episode.
Oh. Okay.
Just blurt it out if you got it. Just blurt it out.
No.
Blurt it out.
No.
Just blurt it out.
I think I know.
Semenyo!
Yeah.
You both fucking got it. All right. That was a good one, though. That was a good one. That I got, again, another guy with a crazy story. I was watching the pre-match yesterday. I'm like, yeah, he kind of came up from like League Two, League One, broke in with Bournemouth really 2 years ago. So really kind of another late bloomer. It looks like kind of like Eze. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, I've really buried myself, but listeners, I hope.
Yeah, it's like
22.
Ian's at like 5. We're
14,
like 20.
14 Ian, Santi 21. I took the lead of 22 thanks to the double bonus question.
Listeners, I'll tell you what, though, you're going to like this episode. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to remember these guys. And, they got some good trivia questions, some interesting stuff.
And what I think they should do is we should
I
get
learned something today.
We should get some.
I learned something today.
We should get some followers out there. Hit us up with some of your trivia questions. Maybe Ian will, whoever gets on the Instagram
Yeah,
account
hit us
first.
up with some trivia questions.
Yeah.
Maybe Justin might have some.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But Justin takes the lead, so it doesn't matter.
Oh boy! Did you see Liam Rosenyor stepped in between a fight between Zubimendi and Enzo Fernandez?
And Enzo. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
We have such good.
that's my gaffer.
We have such good behavior on this club. Such good behavior.
Well, that's Enzo for you. It's always been like
basically.
that. All right, no more Chelsea rant.
Fellas. All right, fellas. Well, anything you guys want to leave our lovely listeners with this evening before we log off?
Yeah, I thought this was a good episode. I think we got into a lot of detail about some different things. Didn't just focus on Premier League the entire time. It was nice to talk about Barcelona and Real Madrid. We got some Premier League back this weekend with some other leagues and looking
these Premier League breaks, they hurt.
Yeah.
They really hurt weekends without the Premier League. I have a problem.
Yeah, but looking forward to being back next Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, listeners. If we're not here next weekend,
blame me in.
Yep, you can take your you can take out your anger on our host.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share.
Yeah.
Everything.
And find us at beyond_a_ball_ on the Instagram machine. But until next week, listeners, bye-bye. Nothing salty? All right, take it up.
And